Damian Alameda, Tucson News Now for Caleb. How comparable is Stainbrook and Kaminsky?
They're both very similar players. They do a great job of using their body to get post position, and both their teams really get the ball to them in similar ways. It was a tough game last night, but it's over with now. We're focused on the next game.
Go ahead in the back, please.
TJ, Ed Graney Review Journal. The Wisconsin players last year talked about after they got to the Final Four what it meant to get Bo Ryan to the Final Four. Do you talk about that amongst yourselves with Coach Miller? What would it mean to you personally and the rest of you to do that and to get him to the Final Four?
Yeah, all of us talk about that a lot, and we've been talking about it here a bit. But we're just going to treat this game like it's another game. We're not going to make it any bigger, but we know it's at stake, and getting to the Final Four is a big thing for us, and getting Coach Miller to a Final Four is also a big thing for us as well.
Lindsay Schnell, Sports Illustrated. Rondé, last week Stanley said in Portland that he thinks the reason you're such a good defender is you can anticipate what every player you're guarding is going to do. You know it ahead of time. How much film do you watch by yourself?
Well, I don't know. I watch film. I do watch film, but that's just a natural instinct I have. I learned that from my brother. He always told me to be like a step ahead of the offensive player. Learning their game is the best thing for you to do. And with that being said, it helps you know what they tend to do on certain players, and I just try to strike a fear in their heart from Jump Street.
It was definitely frustrating to not be able to be out there and compete with my team last year. It was tough to see the game come to such a pivotal point at the end of the game, where we were pretty much down one possession, needed a bucket, and I couldn't be out there to help get a tip in or help in the play. But I mean, to be in this position now is a blessing. Definitely looking forward to the opportunity to compete against them tomorrow.
Jill Painter-Lopez, Fox Sports West. Stanley, back to you. What, if anything, have you heard from your teammates over the last year about the Wisconsin game? I mean, is it something they talk about a lot? You get sick of hearing it? Is it something they don't talk about much at all? How's that been?
I would say it's just it's been the whole season. I think it's we're consistent with what we say. It's all about not making mistakes on defense and being a better defensive player and doing the right things on the court. The same message, Coach Miller told us last night and was going to tell us for the game, would be the same message he would tell us in November. And that makes things a lot easier because I know exactly what to do. As long as I, do what I do, play how I play, and cover my assignments, everything else will fall in place because, the rest of these guys will do the same thing for themselves. And that makes things a lot easier for me as a freshman, and I think for everybody else sitting here.